as I look out over the congregation and I see all the people in their red, do you kids know what today is?
Valentine's Day.
That's really good. That's quick. Because you see, if you didn't know, I had this picture to remind you. What's this picture make you think of?
Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day and love. How many people do you have who love you? A bunch? That's good. Do you know that there's a lot of people in the world who have a bunch of people who love you? But there's some people who don't have that many. So we need to think about that on days like this. If you didn't know what this was, I was going to ask you if you ever had a Valentine's Day party in your own class at school. And you give away Valentines. Or maybe you cut out hearts and you put them up in your room. I don't know if they still do that. When I was in school, that's what we did. We cut out paper hearts and we hung them all over the room. And everybody had a little bag and you went around and put your Valentines in their bag.
That's what I did with when I was in kindergarten.
Oh, that's what,
I'm in 4th grade now.
and
I've never done it in 4th grade.
okay, first grade's too old. You can't have Valentines anymore after kindergarten. Maybe when things get back to normal, though, we'll all have Valentines all over. Because it's good to tell people how you feel about them, right? Do you know where Valentine's Day got its start? Do any of the adults know where Valentine's Day got its start? See, none of the adults are smarter than you either. I had to ask this question myself. I had to do some research. And Valentine's Day got its start in about the year 400 AD. And it was all because there was a man who got in trouble doing things for people, showing them that he loved them when he wasn't supposed to. Now, can you imagine getting in trouble for showing people that you love them and telling them how much you care about them? That's where Valentine's Day got its start. But does that sound like anybody you might have heard of or you might know? Somebody who got in trouble for doing things for people? Showing them how much you love them? Zoe, you're nodding your head yes. Who does it sound like?
Looks like a letter on your
Jesus, that's right. And you know what's important? Jesus didn't just tell us that he loved us. Jesus showed us that he loved us. And this verse says, "For God so loved the world that he gave his one and only Son, that whosoever believes in him should have everlasting life." Now, I want you to think about that. At some point in your life, you're going to hear somebody say to you, "If you loved me, you would." And there'll be some statement after that. Okay? And you're going to have to process that thought and say, do I really want to do that? Well, Jesus had to make this same decision. And he answered yes. He answered that I love the people in the world now. I love all the people that are going to come. Enough to do this for them. And you know, we use the word love a lot. And if you read Bryson's post this morning on Facebook, he said, you know, we talk about we love our new car, or we love food, or we love these other things. And I thought that was really important because his last statement was they can't love us back. And when we stop and look at what love really is, in 1 Corinthians we learn what love is. Jesus, through his disciples, passed this word. Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It's not proud. It does not dishonor others. It's not self-seeking. It's not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, and always perseveres. So when you think about it and you tell somebody you love them, that's what you're supposed to mean. That no matter what happens, you love them anyway. So, earlier I asked you if you had people that loved you. And your mom and dads, they all love you that way. Your grandparents, they all love you that way. So when you look at them and you say, I love you too, I want you to think about what that means. Right? It means that you're not only supposed to say words, but you're supposed to do things. So let us not love with words or speech, but with actions and in truth. Right? And that means to do things just because. Fayetta would kill me for telling you this, but I'm going to tell it anyway. First thing she said to me this morning is, don't write some big sappy post on Facebook about Valentine's Day. She said, because you're supposed to love people every day. And I looked at her and I thought, I should say something here, but there's no way to come back from that. Right? Because she's exactly right. You're supposed to love people every day. Love is a commitment. It's a verb. It means you do things. It's a constant effort, not an emotion. You don't feel love, you do it. Right? You show people that you love them. You don't tell people that you love them. They know because of how they see you react and how they see you as part of their lives. And that goes for moms and dads. It's for grandparents. It's for people that you'll meet later in life. So just keep that in mind. It's not about telling people, and it's not about one day. It's showing people each and every day what you're willing to do for them because you love them.